Welcome to the Salmon Runs YouTube. Enjoy the video.
You start by confirming your firmware mode and securing a complete backup, because once you change partitions, you must be able to restore. Next, shrink your main volume or use a secondary disk and create one partition per OS. Aim for 2050 gigabytes for each non-primary system. Once you've labeled the installers and USB keys, reboot into firmware to set the correct boot order and disable fast boot. This prevents the installer from skipping detection of other operating systems. You should install additional operating systems in sequence, installing the first OS you prefer to remain primary, then the next one using manual partitioning so you select the correct target. When prompted, place the second OS bootloader on its partition or separate EFI folder to avoid clobbering the existing boot manager. This makes chain loading simpler. Once done, note partition UUIDs and create a rescue USB with a repair tool so you can restore or update boot entries without reinstalling any systems. You finish by configuring a boot manager. Install Grub or use firmware boot order and create clear entries for each OS so you can choose its startup. Once configured, reboot and test every entry to confirm kernels and initramps load. If an OS fails to boot, use your rescue USB to mount partitions and update or reinstall the bootloader. Make sure to keep a copy of EFI or boot folders and a simple text map of your partition layout. This single troubleshooting step saves hours if something goes wrong.
Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if we helped you.